Okay, so game 2, we're going to go to Cosmic Sapphire.
And in the top left corner, back for more, is the purple Terran, representing Team Storm. It is Nicoract. And in the bottom right, the red Protoss. It's Ranish. I say this as you're probably tweeting, so you probably weren't even doing the camera for the
Oh,
picture
I was
option.
doing the camera position. I'm going to wait until after the set to tweet. As it is. Yeah, it's not the best idea to do that in the middle of a set.
Nah, it's fine.
And they're going for a much bigger map this time. I guess this is probably a better idea because Ranish gets more room to breathe. Can kind of sit back and macro a bit more. That's kind of more of the style I think he goes for. Whereas we've been seeing a lot of like this 2-base play from Nicoract.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious because again, I don't know this map pool. So I don't know if there's like just a weird meta thing where waterfall or whatever it was is just like the one that gets left that you kind of would also like to maybe veto just because it's so small against Terran. But I don't know. Maybe it just feels weird that that map was the first pick and then there was nothing that felt map specific to it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. Maybe it's like a much more subtle like map specific thing because there are a lot of I guess like more size variation or much
Mm.
bigger size variation I should say between like this pool and the last pool from what I've seen so far. And things like you have pocket bases as well, which really wasn't much of a thing.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't. The last pocket bases I remember were like 2017. It's been like 5 years or so, almost. I guess no. Golden Wall did have one, kinda. That the whole bottom side of Golden Wall was a pocket base.
yeah, that was a weird pocket base though, because like it didn't have any protection between your opponent's pocket base and yours, from what I remember.
Right. Right. That was such a weird map in general. I love that map. It took a while for everybody to figure it out, but man, that was a weird map.
Yeah, it definitely had a lot of fun games. And I think this is also quite an interesting map as well, just because it's not rotationally symmetrical. So you've got this gold base in the bottom left, and only one person gets a gold base on this map, which kind of makes things interesting.
Way out in the middle of nowhere too, so I don't know. But
This is one of those bases where you have to scout it when you're playing on ladder, because some random is gonna proxy a base there. Like you just know what's gonna happen. Okay, Reaper
Reaper
comes
getting
in.
too rough.
Yeah, Ranish is actually letting Reapers do quite a bit of damage. I think that's possibly like to backseat from my currently platinum level right now. Um, I think that's something like to tidy up in his play because yeah, he's just letting like a lot of free probe kills come in.
Yeah, like back to the point of like, oh, we got half of a Ling's HP. That joke. Like, there's nothing to talk about in the early game. Like that is a truism for a reason, right? Because there's just like certain amounts of damage you expect to take, and then sometimes if you take a little bit more than that, you're not dead. Like I'm not gonna make the pro gamer they're dead thing, but you do feel it. It throws everything a little bit out of whack.
Yeah, and like every single loss early in the game like magnifies later in the game.
Right.
Which is why like the pro people that you see at the top are like trying their hardest to minimize those losses. Yeah.
Cyclone gonna catch these random couple gateway units going across the map. It's just gonna fall back and retreat.
Yeah, I think yeah, recognizes probably doesn't want to fight that Stalker 1-on-1, especially with 5 sentries behind it.
What the actual hell is this man up to? There's two more sentries behind this.
Is he gonna hallucinate an army? I am joking, of
No
course, but
way.
no. Oh, and a couple more probes getting killed somewhere. Okay. Is he just gonna force field? Oh wow, he's just gonna absolutely trap. Oh, that was so good.
I mean, but there's like two bunkers here. He's not gonna be able to stop the one from finishing. I don't know.
Oh,
That's like the most expensive roundabout way to kill a Cyclone that I've ever seen.
oh, but it was
I love
funny.
it, but
I mean, this was actually a push back in wings. Protoss would do this. They would build like so many sentries, and you would have like the Guardian shields keeping the army alive from like the early marine defense that the Terrans would have. But I
I would
think
like this more if there was a forward pylon for like reinforcements or something, because those stalkers had to waddle all the way across the map to join up with the.
I think the idea though is this isn't meant to kill. It's meant to force the Terran into a corner. And even has like this lovely little like hallucinated phoenix just to scare the front, just doing a little loop-de-loo. And while all this is going on, Ranish has got a third up, like completely safe, and even picked off the Cyclone, which is like, the good poking unit for the Terran.
Yeah. Okay, I'm on board. This looks like the same standard Nicoract push though, like with +1 finishing and stim and combat shield. So there's not going to be any sort of tech here. It's like charge, bunch of gateways, +1.
Yeah, like double +1 with charge. I think it'd be pretty good. I mean, it's just gonna come down to. I guess like the thing here is like Ranish really wants to get like a surround with like a lot of charge slots, and ooh, that's a Templar archive coming up behind this as well.
Yeah, so this is like turning into, I would say, pretty air quote standard ground toss. I just don't know if it's going to be enough in time to hold this push. That's my concern.
Yeah,
Four
because
more gateways finishing with this, though. So yeah, he kind of knows. Charge is going to be ready for this. +1 should be very close behind it.
yeah, it's gonna come down to like, are these upgrades, which are both getting chrono boosted now, are they gonna finish in time? And Ranish, I think you just like take lumps while that's going on.
No, I think Nicoract actually just a shove forward right there into the natural. I think that's too bad. I think that's it.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
that is really nasty timing, especially with that Shredder missile. That did so much. Actually, wait, hang on.
Oh, he's holding this. Okay.
Oh, well, never
He
mind then.
lost everything but the zealots for that, but he did hold it.
I mean, well, these are now +1/+1 zealots, so they're just gonna run across the map. I mean, I feel like
This drop about to poke into the main too. There's no blink. Recall?
yeah, I think you need something to defend this with.
Recall energy at the natural.
Okay,
Okay,
warps
no,
and
Nicknack's
zealots.
actually not going to commit.
I mean, I guess yeah, charge slots are pretty scary when they go. Oh, that was actually really quite injured bio. So
Yeah, and there's no flash damage here. There's no widow mines. There's no tank.
okay, did some pretty good damage. Ranish is in this, and he's actually like doing quite well too.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
And like the upgrade advantage is just going to keep getting bigger. Although, ooh, he needs some more to defend than just these stalkers. Takes out the medevac with a few units still inside, and more zealots are getting warped in. So
Yeah, he's got that.
yeah, that's getting mopped up. And actually, funnily, the stalkers died just in time to pick off the medevacs. So Ranish is purely charge lot with one stalker. Oh no, two stalkers. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know how Nicoract lives through this because he's trying to tech in a ghost now, but like I said, he still doesn't have any splash damage for all of these zealots. So
Yeah. Hey, and Ranish is just like, I'm just gonna run in, kill 19 SCVs, a bunch of bio. I'm gonna walk away.
right.
And even more zealots just coming to the front here.
Like, yeah, ghosts are good, but what are they going to do against a ball of zealots? You're going to EMP like a third of their health off.
And Ranish is
Not
actually
for
getting a
even
fourth up behind this as well. Like, he just has complete map control. Sorry, you were saying about ghosts.
No, I just like I don't really know what purpose they serve at this point. I guess Templars are getting warped in, so they'll be nice there. But they're even just going directly to Archons. Gonna tear down these rocks so he has a faster attack route.
And yeah, +2/+2 is done. Is Ranish gonna get +3? I mean, he's been able to for a little bit. Yeah, there we go.
Storm, which is also a bit interesting.
Oh, does he
Like,
actually have
just making
Storm?
Archons. No, he didn't. He hasn't even started it yet.
Okay. Oh, just going +3/+3. And I mean, yeah, what do you do as Terran against like 40 zealots or however many are here?
You make like 10 Widow Mines. That's exactly what you do, but for some reason, we're just going directly into Ghost. Do not pass go, do not collect $200.
Well, apparently, you can also lift up your army. I mean, that is pretty effective, but only effective at keeping them alive. And yeah, like Ranish now has a fourth that is mostly saturated, and even has.
Scan from Nicoract confirms that that base is there. I don't. Does he know about the third?
I assume he would.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
You should know how far behind he is.
Oh, and I actually love this cannon placement, just to shut down like auto turret harass. Like only 2 probes went down to an auto turret with like no micro against it. And yeah, like Ranish is just gonna continually have map control, and he doesn't even need to take good trades. Like, okay, he shouldn't throw his army away.
Okay, there it is. That was a really good EMP, but again, like the tankiness of the Zealots is on the armor anyway, so.
Yeah, and actually, the Zealots can just walk away from fights because they're fast enough.
Right. Another 20 SCVs going down. Third is getting denied repeatedly. Like I don't think Ranish can fight into this and kill it at this exact time unless something like this happens. Ooh, great EMPs. Those Archons get picked off.
Yeah, but you know, there's still a lot of Zealots. And yeah, behind this, Nicoract is on 2 bases with 30 workers. So
Ranish threw away a lot of army diving that. I don't know. That's actually getting a little spooky.
yeah, but Nicoract is gonna run out of like the ability to reinforce. There's like basically no minerals. He has to actually float his main out. Okay, now it's getting not so good for Ranish. Ranish should just pull back. I think you're right.
Yeah, I agree. I think he just pulls back, waits, and regroups and kills.
Yeah, although I guess if you just keep throwing Archons at your opponent, they can't like EMP.
Yeah, there's no ghost energy to take care of them, so if you can kill a bunch of these ghosts, then you're even better
Oh, but
off.
that's slow warping. You don't want to do that. Yeah, Ranish currently on 4 army supply, with a 5th coming up. Nicoract needs to just push across the map right now.
Yeah, I think as Protoss here, you just start chronoing gateways and say, "Oh shit, okay, I need to symbolize." Still no storm either, which is also the really weird thing. Like, I get probably why at this point the ghosts are out and advanced shockwaves is finished, but also it's just like it just feels very strange to me.
Shield battery is very late.
Yep, probe's getting pulled back.
Okay. It's just like an army of ghosts.
Right.
With like some other bio there as well, but...
Medevac energy also getting kind of low, so...
I mean, I almost want to see, even if he doesn't use Storm, just like feedback on these ghosts would be really effective.
So the thing about that is, with the way, even with the buffed feedback range, the EMP radius actually outzones them. So if you try and go in to feedback them and they're snappy, they'll just deny your feedback with the EMP.
Okay.
Which they're gonna do, like, anyway, regardless of what you're trying to move in and cast a spell with. Double Colossus behind this, though? Okay, Nicoract has stabilized. He has some money flowing again. This third finally landing, but...
Yeah, but that main is basically empty. There's maybe like 500 minerals left. Actually, probably closer to 400. And the natural's actually getting drained too.
Yeah.
A little bit of harass coming out of this Raven, but like, you know, it's another 2 probes for 1 auto turret. It's not the best. Ranish, even this long distance mining probably isn't too bad.
Yeah, I think he just waits, maxes out, and then goes and kills him. I don't know.
Yeah, especially...
Supply, though. He's lost a lot of pylons with that push, actually. I don't know if he's noticed that he's not at 200 still.
Okay, another push coming in. Is he actually going to fight this? I guess. Oh, Raven's been using energy on auto turrets, so
Oh my god, those EMPs.
Oh wow, all the Archons just died, and I think Nicoract just wins.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
What a
that's so
comeback.
unfortunate. Yeah, Ranish was just trying to push forward a little bit too hard. Just builds another Archon. I feel like, oh, he could have thrown out a couple feedbacks first, but yeah, he's pretty much dead at this point.
Yeah, I seriously underestimated these ghosts. Like, I didn't think you would get to this count where they would work this well, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that the play there from Ranish's side was just like have disruptors or have Colossus,
Right.
because yeah, the ghosts are just gonna be able to clear a house if it's just gateway units.
Trying to micro these colossi to get as much damage in there as he can, but yeah, I think he's just dead, unfortunately.
Yeah. And there's the GG. Oh, well played by Nicoract though to actually like stay in there, and I guess
Right. I really thought he was dead there.
yeah, but ghosts are a good unit against gateway units at least.
This is true.
That was a really fun game though. That was very back and forth, but yeah, Ranish, yeah, just overextended. And Ghosts, yeah, like you said, Ghosts good unit. So we're actually gonna see more of Ranish next, as they're gonna go up against who's waiting in losers finals again, if you want to remind me. I can look it up. Mindle, that's the one.
Yes.
We're gonna get a PvP in losers finals.